Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 4 math. You can find all the lessons on aplstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 4 and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter symmetry. The lessons we're going to cover today are identify lines of symmetry, count lines of symmetry, rational symmetry. Then we're going to start the new chapter, that is data and graphs, and the lessons we're going to cover today are read a table, interpret line graphs. So let's just start with the first chapter, that is symmetry. Okay, here I'm on grade 4 math. Let's just start with the chapter symmetry. And the first lesson is identify lines of symmetry. Okay, is the dotted line a line of symmetry? So what is the line of symmetry? Line of symmetry is a dotted line. If you imagine folding the figure along the dotted line, the two sides will match up. That would be the line of symmetry. So for this figure, if you so for the given figure, if you fold the image along the dotted line, the two sides will not match up. That means the dotted line is not a line of symmetry, right? Okay, just look at the second one. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? Yes, it is. If you fold the image along the dotted line, the two sides will exactly match up. That means that is the line of the symmetry, right? Okay, just look at the next one. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? Yes, it is a line of symmetry. If you fold the image along the dotted line, the two sides will match up. So that would be the line of symmetry, right? Let's just start with the practice questions. Okay, is the dotted line a line of symmetry, which is the correct option? Okay, no. If you fold the image along the dotted line, the two parts will not match up. So the correct option is no. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? Yes, it is. If you fold the image along the dotted line, it would be a the two parts match up. So the correct option is yes, it is a line of symmetry. Okay, is the dotted line a line of symmetry? The correct option is no. Which is the dotted line a line of symmetry? Yes, it is a line of symmetry. The correct option is yes. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? Yes, it is. If you fold the image along the dotted line, thus two sides exactly match up. So yes, it is a line of symmetry. Got it? Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? No. If you fold the image along the dotted line, the two parts will not match up. So the correct option is no. So basically, the line of symmetry is if you fold the image along the dotted line, the two parts of the image exactly match up. The correct option is no. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? Yes, it is a line of symmetry. The correct option is yes. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? The correct option is no, this is not a line of symmetry. The correct option is yes. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? Yes, it is. Okay, you can complete the rest of the questions by yourself later today. Let's just start with the next lesson. And the next lesson is count lines of symmetry. That means you can have more than one lines of symmetry, right? How many lines of symmetry does the shape have? There is no line of symmetry, right? Because if you fold the image from any of the side, it will not the same. The two parts will not the same. Got it? That means there is no ways to split J so that the halves are mirror image of each other. So there are no lines of symmetry, right? The correct option is no. Okay. The next one is how many lines of symmetry does the shape have? The only one line of symmetry, right? If you fold the image along middle, like from here, the two parts will exactly match up. So that means there is only one line of symmetry. Got it? Okay, the next one is how many lines of symmetry does the shape have? The correct option is yes, it is. No, no lines of symmetry. Got it? There are no ways to split Q so that the halves are mirror image of each other. So there is no line of symmetry. Let's just start with the practice question. Okay, how many lines of symmetry does the shape have? Which is the correct option, 2 or 0? The correct option is 0. Zero line of symmetry, right? How many lines of symmetry does this shape have? 2 or 1? Which is the correct option? This shape have only one line of symmetry, not two, right? So the correct option is only one. If you draw a line of symmetry this way, like if you make a line of symmetry this way, so you have only, like if you divide the image into two parts like this, so these two parts exactly match up, got it? So you have only one line of symmetry. Okay, how many lines of symmetry does the shape have? Which is the correct option? The correct option is only one line of symmetry, right? How many lines of symmetry does this shape have? Zero. The correct option is zero. How many lines of symmetry does the shape have? Yes, only one line of symmetry. The correct option is 1. How many lines of symmetry does this shape have? 1 or 2? Which is the correct option? The correct option is only one line of symmetry. How many lines of symmetry does this shape have? Only one line of symmetry. The correct option is 1. How many lines of symmetry does this shape have? The correct option is 0. How many lines of symmetry does this polygon have? The correct option is only one, right? How many lines of symmetry does this shape have? Correct option is only one. Okay, you can complete the rest of the questions by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. So if you need more help with the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. The next one is rational symmetry. Let's just start with the next lesson. So does this picture have a rational symmetry? Rational symmetry, the picture does not have a rational symmetry. The rational symmetry means the property a shape has when it looks the same after some rotations by a partial turn. Like if you move the image along half turn or one fourth turn, it looks like exactly the same, right? So the first one does not have a rational symmetry, right? But for the second one, does the picture have rational symmetry? Yes. If you move this picture along half, one fourth, or a full turn, looks like exactly the same. So that would be that it has a rational symmetry. Got it? Okay, does the picture have rational symmetry? The correct option is yes. Because if you rotate the image along half or one fourth, it will exactly the same. So that would be the picture has the rational symmetry. Got it? Let's just start with the practice questions. Does the picture have rational symmetry? The correct option is no. If you rotate the image along half or one fourth, it will not the same. So the correct option is no. Okay, does the picture have a rational symmetry, which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is yes. Okay, does this picture have a rational symmetry, which is the correct option? Yes or no? The correct option is no. If you move the image along one half turn or one fourth, it will not the same. Does this picture have a rational symmetry? The correct option is yes. If you rotate the image along half or one fourth, it will exactly the same. Does this picture have a rational symmetry? The correct option is no. Does this picture have a rational symmetry? The correct option is no. Yes, if you rotate the image along half or one fourth, it will exactly same. So the correct option is yes. Does the picture have rational symmetry? The correct option is yes. Does this picture have the rational symmetry? Which is the correct option? The correct option is no. Does this picture have a rational symmetry? The correct option is yes. Does this picture have a rational symmetry? The correct option is no. Okay, you can complete the rest of the questions by yourself later today. Let's just start with the next lesson. So we are done with the chapter. We're going to start with the new chapter, that is data and graphs. So let's just start with the next lesson. Let's just start with the first lesson, read a table. So basically we're going to learn how do we read values from the data from the table. Got it? So let's just start with the first example. As a part of a project of health class, Cal surveyed local deals about the kinds of sandwiches sold. So here is the table, the shop and the type of sandwiches they sell. How many more roast beef sandwiches than tuna sandwiches did Calais subs sell? How many more roast beef sandwiches than tuna sandwiches did Calais subs sell? Okay, so you have to look for the value. Here is Calais subs. So the roast beef sandwiches they sell 8 and the tuna sandwiches they said 5. The question is how much more roast beef sandwiches they sell than tuna. So 8 take away 5 is 3. That means they sell 3 more roast beef sandwiches than the tuna sandwiches. right? Basic thing is how do we read data from the table. Got it? Okay, a county agency recorded the money donated to several charitable causes over time. So here is a table that keeps the record of the charitable donation, money donated for different causes. In March, how much more money was raised for animals than for education? Basically, this is the data for 2 months, March and April, for different causes. So we have to look in March how much more money was raised for animals than for education. Now you have to look for the data for the March only. So here is the column of the March. You just have to look for the data in the column, right? For how much more money was raised for animals. Here is the data for the animals. Okay, let me use the one. Here is the line for the that keeps the record for the animals, and here is the one that keeps the data for the education. So for the animals in the month of March, that would be 15, and for the education that would be just $4. You have to see how much more, so you have to subtract 15, take away 4 is $11, right? So the correct option is 11. Just understand the table and you can read the values very easily. Got it? Okay. For a class project, student in Mr. Ruth's biology course counted the number of red and gray squirrels at each of the local parks. So here is the table that keeps the record of red and gray squirrels in different parks. How many more red squirrels are there in Akron Park than Almond Park? Okay, so you have to read value data from the for the red squirrels only, right? So you have to just look the value in in this column. For Akron Park, here is the Akron Park and here is the Almond Park. So in Almond Park, you have 14 red squirrels, and then you have in Akron Park, you have 20 red squirrels. So you have to see how much more. You have to just subtract these values. So 20 take away 14 is 6. That means in Akron Park, you have 6 more squirrels than Almond Park, right? Okay, let's just start with the practice questions. Okay. An The culture agency is researching how many cheese people have been eating in different parts of the world. So here is a table that keeps the record of cheese consumption in different countries. Which country consumed more cheese per capita in 2006, Australia or Argentina? So this is just a record of 2 years, 2006 and 1996. So you just have to look for the 2006 column. You have to say how much more cheese in capita, um, more cheese per capita is consumed in Australia or Argentina. Here is Australia. In Australia, it is 10 captcha. In Argentina, it is 11. So, which country consume more? Obviously, 11 is greater than 10. That means Argentina consumed more cheese in 2006 than Australia. Got it? So, the correct option is Argentina. While looking through an almanac at the library, Elena noticed some data showing the population density of various states. In 2000, how many more people per square mile lived in South Dakota than in Montana? So, which is the correct option? In 2000, how many more people per square mile lived in South Dakota? Here is the 2000 column. And in South Dakota, you have 10 people, and in Montana, you have 6. How much more? You just have to 10 take away 6. So 10 take away 6 equals 4. That means in 2000, 4 more people per square mile lived in South Dakota than Montana. Okay, so the correct option is 4. Okay, a philanthropic organization compared the amounts of money that its member donated to certain causes. Who donated the most money to animal rights? So you have to look who donated the most money to animal rights. Here is the animal rights column. You just have to see which is the greatest value. The greatest value here is 15. That is for Alberta. That means Alberta donated the most money to the animal rights. The correct option is Albert. Sorry. Okay, as per part of a project of health class, Kel surveyed local details about the kinds of sandwiches sold. So, how many more roast beef sandwiches than tuna sandwiches did Kelly's sub sale? So, which is the correct option? The correct option is that's the one we did on the tutorial. So, Kelly subs made 8 beef sandwiches and 5 tuna sandwiches, right? So, 8 take away 5 is 3. That means three more roast beef sandwiches than tuna sandwiches Kelly subs sell. So, the correct option is sell. 3. Dr. Becker, a zoo director, researched ticket prices at zoos and around the country. How much does a child ticket at the Boys Zoo cost? Okay, so here is the column for the child ticket. So the correct option is boys zoo cost $3 for a child. So that the correct option is three, right? A country agency recorded the money donated to several charitable causes over time. In March, how much more money was raised for animals education and for animals than for education? So which is the correct option? The correct option is 11. That's the one we did on the tutorial, right? Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is interpret line graphs. Let's just start with the lesson. Okay, in a report to its board members. So the Springfield Bank manager pointed out the number of bad checks received. In all, how many bad checks did the bank receive in April and November? Okay, so that this is the line graph you are given. You have to read the data from the line graph. Here is April. In April, it is you have to just match the line to the y-axis. When you match it to the y-axis, that would be 40. In April, the bank read 40 bad checks, and also you have to see in November. Here is November. Just look at the value and match it to the y-axis. It would be 70. That means in April they are 40, and in November they are 70. You have to click how many in all, so you have to add 70 plus 40 makes 110. That means in all the bank received 110 bad checks in April and November, right? Okay, let's just start with the practice questions. A research group noted the amount of meat consumed per capita each decade. What was the per capita meat consumption in 1980? Okay, just look at the values in front of 980. Here is 980, just go like this. Here is the point, just match it to the y-axis. It would be 80 kg meat is used in 1980. So the correct option is 80. Which line graph correctly shows the, you are given with a table, you have to see which line graph correctly shows the table. Okay, just look at the first one. 2009, the value is 50. Just match it here, 2009 and 50. For 2010, it is 40. For 2010, it is 40. For 2011, that would be 20. For 2012, that would be 10. Just read values from the graph and match it with the table. Got it? That means the first graph is the correct one. Graph A is the correct one. You can see here, for 2009, that would be 100. So that means graph A is the correct option. First graph is the correct option. Johnny, a doctor's office receptionist, tracked the average waiting time at the office each month. How much longer was the average waiting time in June than July? Okay, here is June. In June, it is 50, and Here is July. In July, it is 40. So you have to see how much more. Just subtract the value. 50 take away 40 is 10. That means in June, it is 10 minutes more than the July. So the correct option is 10. At Lowell Consulting, the head of human resources examined how the number of employees with healthcare benefits varied in response to policy charges. Did more employees have healthcare benefit in 2013 or in 2012? Okay, in 2013, just 10 employees. In 2012, there are 80 employees, right? That means in 2012, more health employees have healthcare benefits, right? Because in 2012, 80 employees, and in 2010, 13, you have just 10 employees. Got it? Okay, each year the Campbell School District publishes its annual budget, which includes information on the sports programs per student spending. What was the Campbell Bell School District per student budget in 2015? Okay, here is 2015. Just look at the value here, it would be $60. So the correct option is 60. So that's how we read data from the line graph. So you can complete the rest of the questions by yourself later today. Okay, so we are working on grade 4 math. We have started with the chapter symmetry. The lessons we have covered today are identify lines of symmetry, count lines of symmetry, then rational symmetry. Then we have started the chapter data and graphs. The lessons we have covered are read a table and interpret line graphs. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the test questions for the lessons we did today. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. So if you have any question, you can ask. I'm here to answer all your questions if you have any. Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.